Welcome back to Film Gob everyone, it's Shaker here, and I thought I'd do a quick review of Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. This came out yesterday on digital download and iTunes. We managed to watch it today, and it's quite good. It's quite violent, quite gory. It's a fun story. It's got some new characters we're introduced to as part of the squad, and I had a good time. I rewatched Assault on Arkham, which I think everyone agrees is awesome, and they all wanted that to be the live action Suicide Squad movie or something similar, but they got something completely different instead. And even though this new one, Hell to Pay, is not as good, I still found it quite enjoyable, quite entertaining. The mission that the squad go on is quite simple. There's a particular item that Amanda Waller is looking for. She sends the squad on a mission to get it, but then turns out there's a couple of other factions that are also after this particular card. I won't spoil it, it's quite good. There's a few returning characters from other DC animated films, and they're all trying to get this item. And I quite like the idea behind this object, and you know what it means for the person who holds it. It's quite funny. Best part of the movie is when they pick up this male stripper who has like important information about what the squad needs to do next. But when it comes to the rest of the characters, you've got Deadshot, who's voiced by Christian Slater. Now Christian Slater has a very recognisable voice. I just didn't feel his voice suited Deadshot, this character, this version of him. So it's kind of off-putting, I have to say. We have Killer Frost. She returns. She looks very similar to how she did in Assault on Arkham, but for some reason they've kind of rebooted it, so she's meeting them for the first time. She's meeting the rest of the squad for the first time, which is a little bit strange. You know, I don't understand why they don't keep a kind of continuation throughout these animated films, so it kind of feels like a reboot. Captain Boomerang, still funny as always. We've got this new character, Bronze Tiger, who happens to be the world's most dangerous martial artist. I did like him. I just felt that when it comes to his code and his morals, very similar to Deadshot, and they were kind of fighting for the kind of leadership of the squad. We have the character of Copperhead. He has the kind of serpent tail, and I thought he felt like a very posh character. He spoke on a few occasions, and like he comes across as very posh. I would have liked to see more of his kind of dialogue. So there's no Batman, there's no Joker, there's no Commissioner Gordon, and so it's good to see these lesser characters getting some screen time. And I thought the villains, and I won't mention the villains who they are, but I'm sure when you guys watch it, you'll be very kind of satisfied in the kind of characters that they picked and how they, you know, interact with the squad, and you know the action scenes. The action scenes are really good. A lot of people have said that the animation itself, the frame rate, the art style, they're not fans of, but to me, it didn't bother me that much. I was more invested in, you know, what was happening and how, you know, what the characters were saying, rather than, you know, how it looks. So even though you know, you've probably heard it, I'm more of a visual person. I like my visuals. But with the DC animated films, they managed to get away with it just. So like I say, action was really good. The comedy, the humour, especially the male stripper that they pick up, hilarious. The villains, really good, especially like the third act when all three factions kind of collide, trying to get that object. I just love the way it worked, and I love what Deadshot does for the Bronze Tiger at the end. It's a really awesome moment. So I thought the ending was really satisfying. So let me know in the comments below, if you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought about this movie. What other DC or Marvel animated films are you looking forward to in the rest of the year? Do you think the Suicide Squad sequel, you know, the live action sequel, do you think they'll be able to take advantage of these kind of animated films, how good they are, and how can they translate that to the screen? Do you think they'll borrow ideas for the sequel? What would you like to see in the live action sequel? Let me know in the comments below. So click that like button, share, and of course subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'm Shaker, and I'll catch you next time.